Alright, so, huge news from IDW. IDW really knows to make an announcement. So, today, IDW has officially announced that they have now gotten the comic book rights to do Back to the Future. Yeah, they are doing a Back to the Future comic book written by Eric Burnham, who is best known for doing Ghostbusters, and I also think they also have a co-writing with the guy who's currently doing the Transformers comics. I cannot remember his name. But yeah. Yeah, Back to the Future comics. I've constantly said that Back to the Future would make an amazing comic book series. You know, the possibilities of time travel, alternate timelines, and just have fun with it. I think this is going to be what they replace, since they lost the comic book rights to Doctor Who. I think, yeah, this is probably going to be their best. This is probably going to be their one to do, like, if they want to do time travel stuff, this would be it, you know. This would be the best chance to do it. Yeah. I'm really excited for this. I think this is really cool. And again, the premise around what this comic is about sounds really interesting as well. The premise is that basically what it is about is that it's a 4-part miniseries going through the Back to the Future series, and involves, you know, it's like a secret origin story for all of what's the word I'm looking for? For the entire trilogy. It's like a secret origin that goes in between. The first issue will actually deal with how Marty met, you know, Doc Brown. That's actually going to, you know, the first issue is going to be all about how, yeah, Marty and Doc Brown first met in the comic books. The second issue will deal with the possibility of alternate timelines. The third issue, I'm forgetting what that one's about, what the third and fourth issues are about, but they tie into the second and third movie. Yeah, they somehow have ties to the second and third issues. The second and third movies, excuse me, and the second issue deals with stuff in the first movie. So I think this is a really cool idea of doing, like, in-between stories, in between the movies, and during the films, as well as maybe we'll get more out of this. That's what I'm really hoping for, is that there'll be more of this coming out. You know, that's what I really want here, is more, what's the word I'm looking for? That there's going to be more Back to the Future stuff, like maybe do a series that's based after Back to the Future 3, like maybe like a loose adaptation of of Back to the Future animated series. Remember that, when Doc Brown came back to the present and had a family with the woman he met during the third movie, and you have that, as well as, you know, maybe you could do that and have, like, Doc Brown and his wife, not really starting a family. Maybe you could have a family in there, but that would be too much like the animated series. But I think it would be cool to do, like, continuing adventures, like, with Doc and Marty and Marty's girl all through time and space while meeting the multiple timeline incarnations, as well as descendants and ancestors of Biff Tannen. Oh, that would be so great. Again, that's something like the animated series, but that animated series was completely underrated. Honestly, it was really underrated. Anyway, so I think this is just a really cool idea. I've always wanted a Back to the Future comic. I think Marvel did one back in the 80s. I could be mistaken, but yeah, I'm really excited, because it's actually kind of funny, because a while back, before I was forced to take the video down, I actually talked about comics, properties that I'd like to see IDW take and run with, and Back to the Future was one of them. So, yay! Yay! I'm so excited that IDW is finally doing Back to the Future. Another added plus is that this comic book is premiering on October 21st, the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future. So, yeah, you know, IDW, you really know how to promote a comic, and I don't mean that in a snide kind of way. That's actually perfect marketing right there. Yeah. So all I need now from you, IDW, is any chance of a Gremlins comic or a Addams Family comic. That's what I really want here. You got Edward Scissorhands and now Back to the Future and a few other things. Come on, give me Gremlins and Addams Family. That's what I really am pulling for. Gremlins and Addams Family comics from IDW, and then I'll be really set and just completely in awe. Also, because I know someone's going to ask, what do I want, the other thing is that this is just the start of a mini-series. For all, like I said, there's going to be a possibility of more Back to the Future comics, and maybe some crossovers, again, so I know someone's going to ask me, like, Deadpoolzilla, what do you want for crossovers? Ninja Turtles and Back to the Future? Yeah, that would be... Because Turtles have time-traveled. It makes sense. The science is sound. So yeah, TMNT riding with, seeing Donatello and Doc Brown hang out? Yeah, who wouldn't want that? I would. I want that. Do you want that? Of course you do. Yeah, Donatello and Doc Brown hanging out. Seeing Mikey skateboard with Marty McFly. Yeah, this sounds more and more awesome, doesn't it? Also, Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. Seeing, the Ghostbusters in the comics time-traveled a bit, so why not, fight time-traveling ghosts? Or hell, IDW can get together with, well, this one's the long shot. This one's the really long shot here. Maybe you can get together with Titan Books and do a Doctor Who Back to the Future comic. Again, BBC may say no, but who knows? Who knows? As Tom Baker said in the 30th anniversary. So, again, I cannot tell you how excited I am, and I know a lot of you guys are Back to the Future fans as well, and yeah, so you guys tell me, what do you guys think of IDW doing a Back to the Future comic book series? What kind of stories do you want to see after the 4-part miniseries? And what would you like to see out of like an ongoing or another miniseries or something like that? Really curious to know what you guys think of all this. And I really want to hear from my other fellow Back to the Future fans, like Crit, Mount Vernon Kid, Coolio Vids 101, all those, all my other friends here. So anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.